Thank you for this press conference. I decided to make myself available because I'm sure you have a lot to ask me. And so I decided to appear. Number one is to clear the air that I never sought for PDP presidential ticket, and I will not. And so whoever that said that I moved to APC because they refused to zone the ticket to me is being very mischievous. Because number one is that even if PDP promises somebody, an individual, a presidential ticket, how does it work when over 8,000 delegates will be electing the person? And such promise cannot happen with more than 10 or 20 people. So people are being very mischievous about that. But there are a lot of prominent people from Southeast. I don't want to list them, but I think the House of Assembly members in their letter to PDP listed very much more qualified personalities from Southeast that can take the slot, presidential slot of PDP. Also, why am I moving to APC? Some people say I was promised this and that. There was no such discussion. APC never promised me any position. They never promised Southeast any position. There was no such discussion. However, I offered this movement as a protest to injustice being done to Southeast by PDP. That since 1998-99, the Southeast people have supported PDP in all elections. At the time, the 5 states were all PDP. And one of the founding members of PDP is from Southeast, the late Vice President, His Excellency Alex Ekwueme. And so it is absurd that since 1998, going to 2023, that Southeast will never be considered to run for presidency under the ticket of PDP. It's very absurd. And this is my position, and will continue to be my position. It has nothing to do with me. Let it be known that I'm God's project, and I don't go beyond the limit of my calling. I'm satisfied being a governor, and by His grace for 8 years. First and foremost, a businessman, and then took an adventure in politics. I refuse to be called a politician, because if politics is all about lying and cheating and backstabbing, that is not my family character. And so I protest, and nothing will stop me from this protest. And I believe that this movement will cause PDP to understand that no man is an island, and that no one single person can be called a crowd. Together, we are stronger. And if people are shouting in this country of fairness, equity, and justice, and I stand in a place where such is not practiced, then I have to, re-examine my head. People can write all that they want to write. It's not my business. In 2023, if God permits, I'll be quitting politics. And I'll be very satisfied, because the miracles in Ebonyi State may just be the reason I was born in the first place. And I will be very bold, like Apostle Paul that says, I have fought a good fight. I have finished the race. It's wait unto children and their generation a crown of success, because I believe that a foundation would have been laid for the greatness of this state, Ebonyi. And so every man runs his destiny. One thing I promise is that I will never castigate PDP. Just like in PDP, my only sin is that I refuse to castigate Mr. President. Until thy kingdom come, I will not do that because that is my family character. But those who don't have character, they were very suspicious of me because I don't castigate the president. I could be leaking the information of PDP. What nonsense is that? I came from a very well, known family, a place where there is character. It's not just to jump. And if you want to deal with a man, you have to find out about the family background. People jump into politics and covering their family character. So I've got a character. Nobody, either in APC or PDP, will say that whoever discussed anything, I had to go and leak it. To leak it for what? Is it for money? Is it for fame? Is it for what? So that is the position. So let it be known to all that nobody promised me anything. Let it be known to all that I move because of injustice. And I have no regret about that. Some people say, you regret this movement. I laugh at them as if they saw God and as if they are my God. I'm satisfied being a businessman. I'm satisfied doing my businesses. And that is all. So thank you very much. And God bless you.